SwissBorg is the official partner of my channel where you can buy, sell, hold, and more importantly stake your cryptocurrencies. You can even earn yield on your stablecoins. Sign up with my link and you'll earn up to $100 worth of their native token CHSB just for depositing €50 worth of crypto. SwissBorg. Hello everybody, welcome back. Right, let's get stuck in. It's very much the same old deal. If we just go to the hourly time frame on Bitcoin, we can see how unbelievably static this has become since this pullback. Where's the volume? Where is it? Where's the buyers? Where's the sellers? Where's everybody gone? More or less summing up the fact that no one really has a clue, or I wouldn't say have a clue. But there's just no desire to buy or sell. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. This is just crazy. I've seen small ranges on Bitcoin before, but not quite like this. This is tiny. At one point, it was like 0.3%. It's about 0.5% for the most part. That's madness. That is absolute madness. We're supposed to be a volatile asset here. This is the polar opposite of that. Anyway, as far as the hourly is concerned, we're still in the bullish half of the Bollinger Band. Not that that means a great deal, but we are trying to reclaim these moving averages over here is going to be a big deal. And again, I'm actually in favour of this working out, and turning up and rallying out of this range rather than breaking down. That is my preference, not because that's my bias, but it's basically based on the analysis that we've had before we came down to this level, which is that we were likely going to come down for a golden cross retest. If people didn't buy this dip, to which I bought, you could think about buying this dip, because these sort of retests they're very likely to give at least a significant bounce, if not bounce onto a new high. Yeah, we see it all the time. And again, we've been waiting for we got the rally up from the lows, we got the pullback down from the highs, and now we're looking for the V-shaped recovery. It's not that I'm absolutely 100% accurate, but sometimes I am. Right, and speaking about accuracy, here we go again. Bouncing on the S&P. We're waiting for tomorrow's open. We'll see if this has continuation. I think it probably will. I have no doubts that the low is in for traditional markets, as I've said all the way back down here when it happened. Now I think that we're looking to make at least another attempt to our previous local high, and then maybe try to actually go for a significant macro high here, which would basically render this bear market over officially in form of trend. Again, it's a long way away from that. Euro doing the same as I said it was going to do. Rally up and then pull back to 200 exponential, then bounce up from there. Things will change and kick into gear. Euro get fashionable once again, start to trend up if we close above 106.7. And then we will go on to revisit our previous high and maybe higher from there. Again, this is all good for Bitcoin. It's all good for assets because it correlates directly to the Dixie. So here's our Dixie. Turn on our moving averages for what it's worth. We're not massively bullish on the Dixie. Not yet. There will be a time when this will all start to make sense, but for the moment we broke down from this. We're trying to have little rallies. We're not really doing it. I'll be looking for this to break down to at least 103.8 and then probably break down again from there, depending on the state of the momentum of the euro. And obviously we got FOMC and all this lot, blah 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 blah. And then the last thing I was going to focus on here, not even focus on, is the Bitcoin dominance chart, offering actual decent moves for altcoins if the market were to form that V-shaped recovery. So, I'm more about trading Bitcoin at this particular portion of the market. The returns are just as good for the most part as altcoins, and Bitcoin is generally the one that's making the moves and allowing for everything to trade with it. But at the end of the day, we have to recognize that altcoins do outperform Bitcoin a lot of the time when the moves actually, when it actually happens, and it happens often enough, I would say, at these beginnings of these bull markets. However, we will certainly start picking up into gear on altcoins if we were to start a V-shaped recovery on Bitcoin, and then we break down below 43.50%, so 43.5% Bitcoin dominance. We'll have ourselves a golden retest, and then of course you definitely want to think about moving back into Bitcoin for better or for worse, just to at least protect yourself against dumps or possibly even pumps that Bitcoin receives and nobody else gets. So again, I'm flogging a dead horse here, because all this analysis, all these moves that we see, all of them whether it's whether it's the euro coming down to that area and bouncing, whether it's the S&P, whether it's Bitcoin getting this area and bouncing. All of this has been explained like there has been a crystal ball. Really, it's like I've repeated this over and over and over again for weeks. Is the most likely scenario for all of these markets. We receive the most likely scenario, and so now I reiterate what we have done and what we see and what the outcome is most likely going to be. So there's really not much more to it than that. Right, I've got to go and get my swimming trunks on, going for a swimming lesson with my daughters. So in the meantime, let me know. Do you have Sunday lunch in your country? If you do, what are you eating? For me, I'm slow roasting a massive piece of beef today. That's how we roll over here. Yorkshire puddings, the lot. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.